Hey everyone, and welcome to The Witcher 1's Lorethrough Part 4, if I'm not wrong.
Greetings, stranger. Funny, you remind me of someone.
Who would that be?
Where we talk to people.
Famous Witcher, Geralt, the White Wolf.
A lot.
Really?
It's uncanny. White hair, sword across your back, streaked out of the ballads.
What a coincidence! Because if you say this, he doesn't believe you. Which, you know, I guess it makes sense because they say that you died, he doesn't believe you.
What a coincidence.
Many must mistake you for Geralt.
Some do. Those songs must be popular.
Master Dandelion, the bard of bards, has sung those ballads for years.
What's in your repertoire?
Shall I sing for you, my lord?
Oh, shut up. Now that costs money, so, you know, I won't pay you for that. But Dragbondu would like a word with him.
I wouldn't mind hearing something.
Art soothes the soul, doesn't it? But I also need to eat. How about a contribution? 5 orens?
No, it's terrible.
See ya.
His bard songs are really bad, so let's never. He's gonna be important to the plot, so we'll leave him for later. Oh, these are just random peasants. I don't think any of these actually...
What do you want?
Always give strangers such a warm welcome.
It's all the same. The beast will have us all.
I'm glad we talked.
Let's celebrate.
Or not.
Farewell.
As I was saying, I don't think these actually give you anything interesting.
No missions for you.
Rude!
That whoring witch has her eye on me.
I'm sorry, which one? There's... She's not in here. She's not in here. I checked. She's not in here.
Abigail sells an ointment for boils. Abigail sells an ointment for
They are both big fans of ointments for boils. Clearly.
Plain robbery. Should arrest those officers.
How dare they?
King Foltest raised customs duties.
Of course it does.
That whoring witch has her eye on me.
Also?
That whoring witch has her eye on me.
And everyone thinks that the hoarding witch has her eye on them.
Cursed plague stopped our transport outside Vizima.
I'm forced to sell my goods out here.
Arrgh. Bad luck.
Bad luck. I can't enter the city either.
Want to buy something? Rob me in broad daylight. Go ahead.
What are you peddling?
My
Madness. Buy my books. Buy all of my books. Buy all the books. Buy that book too. And I'm all out of books. At least I got some coin now. Not gonna use it yet, obviously. I think it's her that I save outside at one point, and then I get another new sex card.
Greetings, handsome. You look a tinge fatigued. Wait, didn't you rescue that child at the gate?
By chance.
By chance? Really? If only the local peasants chanced to do good once in a while. Oh, no matter. What can I get you?
A lay! Oh, never mind.
Nothing now. But care to sit down with me for a moment?
Not likely. I'm a decent girl. I'm at work now.
Uh-huh. Stop being decent after work. Now, I don't remember exactly how to get her into bed beforehand, like, as in she'll like you at that point. But it doesn't really matter, because in the end she's gonna go outside and you have to save her regardless, so...
Don't be angry. Only a blind man could ignore you.
You sure know how to compliment a woman, sir. What can I get you?
Bear!
Beer.
I'll bring it in a minute. You're quite a talker.
Aren't I? Sometimes. No, Geralt is a man of many words when I'm playing him.
Forgive me. Your beauty rendered me speechless.
Oh, but you know how to compliment a woman, handsome.
I am so nice! Now buy all my stuff. Because you're terrible to make potions with anyway, so... Yeah, no! And now she'll like me. And I barely ever make blade coatings anyway, and I'm playing on easy, so I don't even need any of them. But this is... I'm gonna need one Mahakama mead. I think I need a Metina rose as well. Obviously not gonna buy them here, I'll just find them. I'll steal them somehow. And a Temerian rye. I think that's the ones I need. I think it's those three. No, wait, wasn't it cherry spirit cordial for something? You know what? I will save some of my alcohol for later.
3
ounces of optimum mater, a drop of mercury solution. Oh, sorry, I got lost in thought.
In her bosoms, you mean?
Greetings.
Greetings. I'm Kalkstein, alchemist.
Geralt, Witcher.
A witcher? How much would you ask for an opportunity to examine your body?
I don't think you could afford it.
You would be doing a great service to science. All right, fine. Though I perceived you as someone who valued reliable knowledge.
I respect science and scientists, alchemists too. And I guess I expect the same in return.
I see. Well, maybe you can agree to a post-mortem, then.
Keep talking and I might change my mind. Regarding alchemists, that is.
All right, I'm sorry.
No, you're not. Anyway, the whole character standing in the frame while you're talking to a different character thing, that also happens a lot in this game. I generally try to avoid it by just positioning myself away from people, but you can't always. Also, fun fact, some people have speculated that Kalkstein actually has gnome blood as well. And gnomes are incredibly clever little dudes that you don't really see in the games at all. You meet one in the books. They are so smart, so strong, and so fast. They are actually amazing. Which I guess is why they didn't show them in the games, because, I mean, how do you put that in a game without making them overpowered somewhat? I don't know, man.
They say you need ghoul blood.
Do you have any?
I'll come back when I've gathered some.
I need that blood for my studies. Be quick about it.
Yo, we were not done talking yet. Come here. Come here.
I will not.
What?
Talking does.
You don't look like a local.
I live in Vizima, but I'm just returning from a great convention of alchemists, pyromancers, and geomancers in Oxenfurt. Wonderful city, Witcher, a cradle of science.
I don't doubt it. Did the convention reach any specific conclusions?
It was an incredible experience. I presented my dissertation on specific. Conventions aren't meant to be specific.
Then I'm not sure I see the sense.
Science is like a great river, full of currents, whirls, and treacherous shallows. A single raftsman can never know every secret of the river. He must sail to the harbor and share his knowledge with other raftsmen.
And get drunk and spend his last money on whores. I think I see the point now.
Science is like a river. Sorry, I got lost in thought.
You were talking about returning to Vizima.
Yes. Because of this quarantine, I'm losing time in this inn. I have extremely important research waiting. And what am I doing? Sitting in this dump and drinking alcohol. Badly distilled alcohol. I've sent a message to my friend, another alchemist. He is my only hope. Hopefully he will send me a pass.
Well, I wish you luck.
Thank you. They must admit me, they must.
See, the thing is, I don't know who that other alchemist is. This friend of his? Because you don't meet the other alchemist, necessarily. And he doesn't talk about it. He's not like, this is the guy. And I can't think of anything from the books that's like, it might be that one. Which boggles the mind a little bit. I kind of want to know who he's talking to.
Do you ask everyone for permission to examine or dissect them?
Of course not. But you're a mutant. A scientifically wrought improvement. Something unnatural.
That explains it.
Don't take offense. I'm merely curious.
Yeah, that's what I would say too.
Need any help from a witcher?
I do. Check the notice I hung outside.
I did.
I wanted to ask you about alchemy.
Finally, someone worth talking to. Here I thought the locals had no interests beyond their daily concerns.
I'm not exactly a local. And think about it. If the locals were all interested in alchemy, they wouldn't have much need for you.
Ha! Typically short-sighted. Witcher, alchemy is the mother of all sciences. And do you know why? For it allows us to understand the world. All that surrounds you is none other than the alchemy you strive so dutifully to deride. Alchemical processes transpire in your body at all times. They allow you to eat, breathe, and excrete. What's more, they are responsible for your thoughts and feelings. Alchemy is life.
We need to change the subject before the peasants decide to burn us at the stake.
One cannot shut the mouth of science. But fine. What do you wish to know?
And yes, Kalkstein is dreadfully long-wound. A lot. He talks a lot. And this is really just, like, this is game mechanics. That is all you can ask about.
I'm interested in formulae.
Ready-made formulae are rare and difficult to acquire.
You can't do this, by the way.
I encourage you to experiment, modify recipes you already have. Most people underestimate the value of using the empirical method in science.
That's because you're not allowed to do that in the game. Bye!
I think I've heard enough.
But we've only just begun.
No, shut up. Okay, bye.
Farewell.
He really talks a lot.
Finally, someone sensible here.
And you are?
Louvarden, merchant. Of those Louvardens.
Of those or not, I sense you have a job for me.
Unfortunately, my friend disappeared in the cave beneath Vizima's walls.
You think he's dead?
I don't know. I'll pay you 200 orns to rescue him or provide for a decent burial. Will you take the job?
Of course I will. But first of all, okay, this Louvarden guy is actually an interesting dude. Because the thing is, I don't know if he is the Louvarden or if he's just like a son of. But in the books, at one point Geralt is near Toussaint, and at that point he thinks that Yennefer has betrayed him by telling Vilgefortz, the evil sorcerer that we talked about before, where he is. And he knows that because everyone seems to know where they are all the time, but they think that his group has one less person than they actually are. And that's because magical detection couldn't detect Regis, who is a vampire, so they couldn't see him. That's how Geralt knew, or thought that Yennefer did it, which she did, but under torture, so... So Geralt's all mad and sleeping around with Fringilla Viga. He's like, oh, I'm so sad about everything. And on one of his contracts, he actually is sent out to, I think it was a wine place, which, you know, isn't surprising. It's Toussaint, obviously. But outside there, he finds sort of a cave. I think it's under the cellar. There's a very long cave, and he meets 3 monsters there, and the way back as well. But you know, they're just kind of there. He wanders around there for a bit until he eventually finds a mini cave inside the cave, and in that cave is a chair, and around the chair are what look like trumpets, I suppose, and through those trumpets you hear talk of someone upstairs. So the trumpets are clearly linked to a room, and this little cave with the chair and the trumpets are used to spy on them. Which, I don't know that they know that that room exists at all, or if they use it for anything, but Geralt hears voices while he's there, and he sits down in that chair, and he's like, oh, okay, let's hear what this is all about. So he's just hanging around, and the voices are talking about betraying Emir va Emrys of Nilfgaard. And that's because Emir, of course, wants to marry Ciri, and Ciri is not a Nilfgaardian, and the people that Geralt at that point is eavesdropping on are all Nilfgaardian nobles, basically. And those Nilfgaardian nobles were so hoping that Emir would marry one of their daughters and then get them into the royal family, obviously. But that's not gonna happen because Emir wants to marry Ciri. And they're pretty miffed about that because it means they won't get more power. So there's a bunch of people there. And I think one of them you also meet here, or a descendant of them. The Wet, I think that is also there. And there's a few other people. There's Stefan Skellion as well. And there's also a man called Leuvaarden. So Leuvaarden was one of the people trying to overthrow Emir va Emrys, basically. He needed to die. They wanted to kill him. And I don't know if that's this Leuvaarden, or that this is the son of that Leuvaarden, but the Leuvaardens wanted Emir dead. And I don't think that changed. And they're part of the Merchant Guild, so they're very influential because they have a lot of money, obviously. And they kind of changed their tone eventually as well, because how this continues is they were sitting there making their murder plot, but as we all know, Emir didn't die in the end, right? Because the idea was, their grand plan was to have Yennefer kill Emir. Ta-da! I know. That's a very stupid plan. But Vilgefortz had a Yennefer at the time, and Vilgefortz was working together with, not Nilfgaard anymore at that time, but Stefan Skellen as well, who was part of that little group. So Stefan was like, hey, yo, don't worry about it. We're gonna have Emir killed by a sorceress called Yennefer! And it'll be great because everyone thinks she's a traitor at that point, and they already kind of think that she's a traitor, so it doesn't matter. Both sides will think she's a traitor. It's amazing, because at that point, obviously, the North and the Lodge all thought that Yennefer was part of Nilfgaard, so everybody hates Yennefer, basically. And so that was the plan. Yennefer teleports in there, kills Emir, and then kills herself so she can't say anything. And Vilgefortz said that he could do that because he would just mind control her, basically, which is what he kind of was doing to find Geralt in the first place. But that didn't happen, because Yennefer escapes, and you know, Vilgefortz dies, and Stefan also dies, everyone dies. And, obviously, Louvarden knew that things were going wrong at that point. Maybe not this Louvarden, I know. But Mr. Louvarden, of the Louvarden clan, thought, oh wow, everything's going so wrong right now. So, even though they had a pact not to sell each other out, because if they did, then obviously they would also be implicated. But Declan Louvarden, I'm just gonna say it's Declan, Mr. Louvarden sold them out. He went to Emir and he was like, hey yo, I definitely wasn't a part of this, but I know of some people that wanted you dead. I definitely wasn't a part of it though, but they wanted you dead. And, you know, it was basically his word against a few others at that point, because I think, because it was after the war, people like the Wet was already dead. I think, because they went off to war. Basically, Emir sent all of the nobles that wanted him dead off to war as at the head of one of the army groups. Stefan Skellen dies by, I think, Ciri's hands or Geralt's hands. Like, I think it's both of them at the time because they come down the stairs. Yeah. Anyway, Stefan dies, so almost everyone is dead from that little conspirators group. And then Louvarden's like, yeah, I knew about this. But I got you back, Emir. So he lied through his teeth. Emir probably knew that, but, you know, he needs the merchant guilds as well. So that's what happened. That's a lot of stuff that happened. So the Louvarden family is, if you're going to take anything away from this, is that the Louvarden family is trash. They are not to be trusted. They're only out for themselves. And we actually need this guy as well. During this game, we need him. But we don't trust him. We're never going to trust him, because you can't trust a traitor. There, now you know about this unassuming merchant man that nobody really likes. Alright.
Alright.
My friend tried evading the quarantine to enter Vizima.
Why through the cave?
We heard goods were smuggled into Vizima that way.
I'll do what I can.
Be careful. My friend has dealt with monsters before. If he's dead, surely danger follows.
He hasn't dealt with monsters before like a Witcher has dealt with monsters before, so you can suck it. I'm not done talking.
Any news?
You want to have my sapphire. And my ring. And this rhinestone that I don't need. You can't have my flint though. I almost have enough cash to get my plants done now, which is great.
You saved me, right?
I did.
I wonder what'll happen to me now.
Waiting for your kin to come?
No. My family has passed on.
Sorry, kid.
It's alright. I barely knew them.
I don't care. They were dead for ages. Okay then. See, I need more cash still.
Want a beating, stranger?
Because
we fight for money.
I kind of want to gather herbs while I'm on the way, is the thing. See if he wants to go for 20. Oh, he does.
I'll kick your ass and make money doing it.
No, you won't. No, you won't. Punch him in the face, Geralt, quickly. Slap. 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 Oh, shut up, you're losing. It's like you fight like a lass and then he just keels over and dies. Whose fault is that? Well, you can hit me, or attempt to at least. But I want to fight the tough one, so he can actually, you know, fight for a good amount of money. Thank you.
No challengers.
I'm
I'm
challenging.
itching to hit someone. No
I
challengers.
don't want to suck
I'm
a
itching to
booty.
hit someone.
Ouch, ouch, enough, we're not fighting.
I don't want to suck a
See, none
booty.
of them want to fight
Who
me.
wants to get slapped?
And this guy also doesn't. This is an insult you're gonna hear a lot, by the way. The whole your mother sucks dwarf cock thing. Yeah, that happens a lot.
What do you want?
Give me a beer.
Your kind's not welcome here.
I said I wanted a beer.
We have no more. Very well. I'll see what I have.
Good man.
He stared at the
Everyone
ceiling.
drink up. We're closing.
Innkeeper, do that again and I'll get angry. Wouldn't want that, would you?
No.
All right. I'll just tend to my business and be on my way.
What can I do for you?
Well, you can fall over and die. Anyway.
I'm a witcher.
Ah, by the eternal fire.
Have any work for me?
No. Ask the Reverend.
Okay, I'll speak with him.
What can I do for you?
Ah! Who says that? Who starts with that? Ah!
Why the gloom?
I don't talk to strangers.
Do you for 5 orens?
For that, I'd talk to a bar guest all day.
Go nuts. Sure.
The plague was devastating. People died in droves. The wailing lingered for 3 moons. If not for the Reverend, we'd all have perished. No wonder we're wary of strangers. You don't know what it's like when the plague takes your family. The Reverend prayed all day to the eternal fire, taking no sustenance. His penance freed us from sin and strengthened our faith. We began by cleansing our homes of sin and filth. We gathered it up, and by the next day, all our foulness was buried or gone. The Reverend then spoke to all who remained. You have done well cleansing your households of sin. I know it was difficult, I know they be kin, but the eternal fire sent pestilence on them as punishment for their sins. You are pure, you shall live. And we believed him, then went outside. The frost was biting, but we did our penance, crawling round the village, praying at the 5 chapels. The next day the village was quiet, as if all were asleep. Fewer have fallen sick since.
An edifying tale. Thanks.
You're also full of it because you're all terrible people. So, you know. What can you do?
I'm looking for someone who stayed at this inn.
Look around the tables, but at night guests retire to their rooms. Return tomorrow if you must talk to them.
All right. I'll look around.
No, I won't.
What can I do for you?
I already did that.
It's time
Goodbye. Alright. As Matthew McConaughey would probably say. I want my dice. I'm gonna go get my dice. It's the most important thing. We'll go around like this. Hello, dwarf. Oh, I have to talk to him as well, don't I? I don't necessarily, but he can craft stuff. He's also very mad at everyone.
Greetings.
Greetings.
Yes, I'm a dwarf. No, I don't support the Scoia'tael. Yes, I've paid both taxes and bribes many times. Today, in fact.
Calm down, I just wanted to talk.
I'll be calm in my grave. Optimistically, that won't be long now.
I'll try not to miss the funeral.
Make sure and show up for the execution, too. They once herded me off to see a non-human get hanged. Let me tell you, laughed my head off.
I gather they don't like non-humans around here.
Neither here nor anywhere in the Northern Kingdoms. An official in Vizima recently won an innovation award. Invented a gallows especially designed for dwarves.
What's so innovative about that?
Nothing, but think of the savings. When you're producing them in the hundreds, all that extra wood can be used to make other goods. Toy swords, for instance.
Can I ask you something?
Yes?
Why do you hate everyone? Who are the Scoia'tael? I am so annoying.
Who are the Scoia'tael?
Terrorists, or firebrands you'd call them. They're fighting for the rights of non-humans. Scoia'tael is Elven for squirrels, called that due to the squirrel tails that dangle from their caps.
Do you know will I find any? Because he gets mad when I ask him this.
Will I find any around here?
You aiming to catch me off guard or just nosy? In any case, I'll not answer you.
Fine. I wouldn't want to cause you trouble. Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
Because they hate the Scoia'tael.
Why do the locals persecute non-humans?
Why the pricks go in cunts? It's the natural order of things. Humans have always hated dwarves and elves. Not for me to know why.
I'm not sure I understand.
Then ponder it on your own. Or discuss it with that maggot Brog. I don't talk to strangers about these things.
Fine.
Yes?
He is literally the maddest dwarf in all the kingdoms, ever.
Let's talk about weapons.
Well, I'm no specialist, though I can forge swords. Bring me 3 different ores and I'll forge you an excellent steel sword.
Which you could do if you had the meteorite from the Frightener, obviously, but I don't, so I can only make a terrible one with like a blue... I think I need to get a blue one somewhere.
I'll look around for some more.
Another thing. For 35 orens, you can have this excellent sword, Grease. It's not exactly legal, but I really need the gold.
Yeah, me too, so bye.
I'm not interested.
Yes?
Bye!
See you later.
Trying to pawn off his grease to me. What can I get? Unknown still. Oh, I'd almost forget. Wow, I'd almost forget. I need to get at least one of the books. Hello. Yes, hello, bye. Which one are we getting? Yeah, we'll go with this one, because we're not going underground just yet. Now we can actually get some things! Yay! And then eventually maybe we might even be able to brew some stuff! Yay! I won't need all of it. But I think I actually need Celandine later. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. Again, for Shani. Shani needs, like, all the things in the world ever. She's very demanding. And there's also the hunter here somewhere, if I'm not entirely wrong. There's a fireplace here, but that's not where he is. I'm so sure he's near here. Where am I right now? Oh, that's Otto. We hate him. Everybody hates him, because he's a terrible person. If you're wondering, I can't actually take my sword out here. I know you were wondering, because, you know, I hate when I can't do that either.
3, 4,
Fangs galore.
5 and 10.
Run away if you can.
When the beast finds you, you'll die.
To the point! When the beast finds you,
my
you'll
uncle?
die.
You got a sugar doll?
I want a sword like that.
Where's my
I
cat?
bet you do.
The beast scares folks so they pee themselves.
These children. I swear to God. Give me your Celandine. Give me all your Celandine. Because I'm like marginally sure that I might possibly need them later, I think. Probably. Which means I also probably shouldn't use them. Not that you get to choose that.
Stomach hurts, cursed witch.
Arrgh.
Oh, my stomach hurts.
She lives here, by the way.
Cursed witch.
She's actually quite nice. I like her. She's also done some terrible things, though.
Oh my, a witcher. Welcome.
What happened to the man outside?
It was his own fault. Many come to me with pitiful fantasies I disdain to fulfill. They take me for a whore, when I am but a witch.
I'll remember that.
Don't worry, I'm not all bad. The sinner will recover.
Well, you know, for now.
What do you want?
Many things.
I found your notice.
Excellent. Do you have the Barghest skulls?
Not yet.
Hurry then.
But I'm so close.
What do you want?
Actually really easy to get because I need to kill them regardless.
Can I ask you something?
If you must.
I must.
Do you have any magic against phantom hounds?
What about your sword? I heard witchers carry 2. A silver blade for monsters and steel for humans.
Both are for monsters. Unfortunately, I lack the silver one.
I know of an ointment. When it coats your blade, you'll cause grievous harm even to specters. The formula will cost you 30 orens.
Sure, because I collect things.
You'll need Nazen salt, Gnatzid's acid, winestone, and lard. I can sell you these ingredients.
Thanks.
You can replace the Nazen salt with hellebore petals if you wish.
Of which I have many. Do you want to buy my stuff? Yes, you do. See, it's okay, because eventually, I think she actually pays more for it than other people do. Eventually I'm gonna have so much gold that I don't even know what to do with it, so it'll be fine. It'll be totally fine. Am I still going the right way? Yes, I am. I actually technically need it to be dark, because in the dark I can actually run, but, you know. Of course you don't think about that until you're stuck running slowly. All the celandine. All of it. And no, I really am not sure whether I actually need it or not. If I don't, well, too bad. Don't worry, we're almost there. Although I'm actually gonna have to make a cut before I even get to Zoltan. Which, we are so close. Which basically means we're gonna start at Zoltan next time. Yeah, I'm gonna take this stuff, and I'm gonna make a little cut here, and I'll see you guys next time, and we'll meet Zoltan, who looks different. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. No, hold on. Wait, Zoltan. Wait, don't go anywhere yet. I must ask you, yes, come here. About the dice.
Geralt!
I have dice.
Zoltan, I found these strange dice. Looks like Dwarven handiwork.
It's poker with dice. Very entertaining. Requires less attention than cards, but it's just as exciting.